Right, so I'm about to build my first squad with the current players that I have available right now. I haven't done too much in EA Sports FC 24 Ultimate Team as of yet. The only thing I've done is given you an introduction to most of the things that are currently available. So let's jump in right now because there's still a lot more that we can do in EA Sports FC 24, and I'll also be having a matchup in this one as well. So chemistry introduction, add players of the same nationality. Well, actually, I have a game in the next video, but in this one we're going to give you some more information on Ultimate Team. Those of you who have never seen Ultimate Team, or maybe you just want a refresher, or just to see how I'm doing inside of the game, or if you're just a footy fan and you want to watch, there are many different reasons why you'd watch this video. Add players of the same nationality, league or club to build chemistry. Of course, if you have the same nationality, you're more likely to be able to communicate with each other on the pitch. Hey, man on! You've got to be able to understand what the person said. People don't always think about that, but in Ultimate Team, you have that manager mindset and you're thinking about who can say or communicate with what. A captain, for example, should be able to communicate with many players on the pitch in one way or another. That is something that you can practice in training. So when you're on the training pitch, in real world football, you would think about how you're communicating with your strikers when you're passing from your midfield upwards. Maybe you're thinking about how the back line is transitioning with the midfield coming back as well, how far they should come back. I've got you running me out of my position, get out of the way, man on, go this way, in the space, open space. Maybe you can use code words to throw off the other team so they can't understand or hear what you're saying. Maybe you're up against a different nationality. These are the things that is meant by chemistry and how it can communicate differently or change the play style on the pitch. Lower chemistry is going to, of course, we're going to get an explanation right now. So English players being added to your squad gives you one chemistry point, and that is because I have a national English squad, so you can see that right here. Each English player gets one chemistry point. So of course, if you've got English players, I mean, this is completely perfect chemistry right here, because those players, the centre mid, the right mid and the centre back, are all of the same club, Man City. They're all in the same league, the Premier League, and you can see they're also the same nationality, being English, meaning they're around English language, maybe speaking fluently because they're playing. No, they're English nationality, sorry. So it's not even about the club that they're at. It's they're literally of English nationality. And you can see that right there. So let's continue right here. It says players can have max of 3 chemistry. Add players with the same nationality, league or club to increase their chemistry. So right here you can see country, region, league or club. And you can see that we've just gone over that as well. And you can see the max, how it's displayed with that chemistry right there. So let's continue. Right, so let's start building out our squad. Nope, there's still some more chemistry between men and women players. Ooh, interesting. Men and women players build chemistry between themselves through country, region, and club. Okay. Country, region, and club. No nationality? Okay, let's read through. If 2 players are from the same country, region, and they will automatically have increased chemistry. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we know that regardless of gender. So it's just basically, that gender is not an issue on the pitch. The same chemistry style happens as well. When a men's club has a women's club counterpart, players contribute to chemistry together as if they were part of the same club. So, of course, if you've got a player that plays for Arsenal and you have another player that plays for Arsenal women's team, then they will be able to communicate with each other. So Saka and, let me think, Elise Russo, I think she's an Arsenal player right now, they will be able to have that chemistry of the same club because they both play for Arsenal. So that's just an example. When men's and women's club counterparts, we're just gone over that. League chemistry. However, men's league and women's league do not build chemistry. Why? Because the leagues are different organisations entirely. So of course, because it's, that makes sense. So they're not crossing paths in that. Okay, so the league chemistry. So what do you fill up for that? So you can only get 2 chemistry. You can only get 2 chemistry max with men and women because you can't build the league. So, or does it go to max when you have the same nationality and club? Okay, interesting. Let's see how that works. Right, so I'm not sure I have many women on my squad right now, but I know that if I go into my club. So if I go to my club right now, it's slightly worrying. Right, so I want to. I need to get to my. So say we're here. Right, yeah, transfer markets on the left, clubs on the right. Right. So I want to get Erling Haaland in there, so I'm gonna just switch. Okay. Select a player. Select a player from your squad or bench. Linked players mean they are related players in your squad. What does that mean? Select a player from your squad or bench. Linked players means there are related players in your squad. It should make sense. Preview swaps. Navigate to a player you want to swap positions with and preview any changes. Find more items. Find more players by selecting a player from your squad or bench and navigating to your club or the market. So yeah, we're going to do that right now. So this dude is going to go to the bench. There's no strikers on the bench right now. The reason I want to do that is because I want to switch. There we go. So multi-swap, activate. You press the menu button, which is normally the start button. So if you're on a previous generation Xbox console, it would be this button right here. Activate. To begin using multi-swap, enter your club and activate it. The selected player in your club is the player that will replace the selection from your squad or bench. Change players. You can select the position in your squad you want to swap from the club screen, so you can make multiple swaps quickly. Okay, refresh. Refresh your current search filters by position to quickly see results for any off-screen selections. Now this is all important because when you get into Ultimate Team and you start building out your club, you have a lot of players, so being able to select certain, or if you're doing squad building challenges, you're gonna need to know where to find your players because you can fill up your club. So I'm gonna press A to advance right here now. Let's just, I can't do that multi-swap right now. I'm just gonna quickly swap Erling Haaland in, and then I'm going to go back to the club, and then I'm gonna press that multi-swap function. So I see that multi-swap function. I just want to see what happens. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Right, so yeah, I've never really understood multi-swap, so I'm just gonna I think it's because I had, yeah, there we go. No, it's going by I need to come back out. There you go. There you go. Take me to my club. Take me to my club. Alright. Now, I don't understand the multi-swap thing. I'm just gonna stop, and I'm just gonna. Now, what I'm gonna do instead is I'm just gonna go to my bench. I'm gonna do like this. The variation of this player is already in squad. Oh, I wanted to use that. That's something I wanted to do. It's not allowing me to do that. You cannot add another of the same player. Please select a different player. No, that was the whole point in selecting her. She's. Yes. Okay, yeah, I can do that. No, I said, like, what? Why? Right, so the problem that I had just there, hold on. I'm going to leave Gallagher in. The problem that I had just there is I'm using a tactic where I have the same player twice and they're both on loan, so I can switch them out. So I've picked the rarer version and put them on because Huth in this rarity, I was just about to say, I was changing my player view, I'm pretty sure has more play styles. Right, checking the information for each of your players, including top attributes, chemistry, contracts, and more. Right, so for example, key strengths, the face, which is the face of the player, the chemistry, skills, and chemistry style. Now, the chemistry, of course, is what we've gone over. It's the chemistry with the other players on the pitch. Can they communicate because they're of the same nationality? Are they of the same league? That also goes with the chemistry. And of course, do they play for the same team? That's another one. So, yeah, and you got the skills, which, for example, is the that's weak foot, skill moves, and contract. So the contract is how long left you've got on their contract for that player. The weak foot, what they're rated on their weak foot, so their skill moves on that foot. how weak they are on that foot does come into play, especially when you're playing against a player that's pushing you. And skill moves, of course, when you've got your skill moves, being able to dribble on the ball and use your skill moves, or maybe take a trick shot, that's something that can also come into play as well. Attribute boost. So of course there are certain boosts which are the normally the chemistry style that player's got. So you can have Hunter, for example, or you can have, I think there was Guardian before. These different types of chemistry styles for that player is going to affect how that player plays on the pitch. So, for example, Erling Haaland might have a sniper, and what the sniper chemistry style is being able to shoot in from a certain distance, I think it is. So, being able to sniper that long shot and drill the ball. I think that's what that is anyway. So, it's going to change the attributes of Erling Haaland, which are being activated the most. Could be pace, shooting, and that sort of thing. You get the idea. Key strengths. The key strengths here, you can see the shot power of this player, jumping and curving the ball is going to be the key strengths here. Now that is that's quite new actually. So yeah, what I wanted to do is I wanted to go into. I completely forgot where I was. Well, there was a reason why I was having a look at that. The left wing, I need Jack Grealish on there. I also have Phil Foden. So what I'm going to do is, of course, these two guys, they're normally they're interchanged with each other. So I'm just going to switch out, go back to the club here. I'm going to put, there's Crouch there. I haven't changed the formation of my squad. I'm going to put Foden on the bench. It's a good swap out right there. Waghorn's also there as well. Who does he play for right now? Okay. I'm going to go back into the club because I'm going to get into a matchup in a moment. But just to give you an Peter Crouch is right there, ready and waiting. So he's a lone player. So what I like to do, of course, if you've got lone players up front, is sometimes if you switch one out, right, come back and put your striker back on the bench. So your striker can also get some minutes. You can filter. So right now I'm going to use the filter option. So if I go for search and I go for position and switch to striker, it's going to be able to, it says striker plus, I don't know why it says striker plus right there. So I'm going to search right now, but open and filter, press Y. There we go, so we've got our strikers up here now. I'm going to put some of the strikers on the bench. Right, another striker right here. So I'm going to switch out Waghorn, that makes sense. That makes sense. Two lone players up front. And our defense, I'm going to see who we got on the bench as well to help with the club. Let's see who we got on the bench. No one at all. Right, so I think that's the squad I'm going to start with. Chemistry level isn't too high up. The left back. I've got no other left back players. So just to give you an idea of what when you start in your club out, how this can go down. So yeah, I think I'm ready for a first matchup. FIFA Ultimate Team right now. Gonna go for the first match like this. You had to have a lot of lone players right there. Yeah, so just to give you an idea of how you can start building your squad, you can see most of the chemistry is going to come from the left here. So that's going to be our strength. Because on the right, we don't really have the players to really fill that gap. And then we are also weak on our wings at the back in terms of chemistry. Pereira right there, you're at right back, aren't you? There's no other right back players to fill you up, not even on the reserve squad, mate. Keeper's not the strongest keeper. So I'm going to really have to push this squad. Right, so there we are. Ratings gone up slightly. We're now 4 out of 5 stars. Right, let's see how this gets. Let's see how we get down with this one. Thank you for watching. About to jump.